Marami nagsasabi na hindi lumalaban si Naoya Inoue sa labas ng kanyang teritoryo. Kahit na may malalaking offer sa kanya ang Saudi Arabia, ay mas pipiliin itong lumaban sa kanyang sariling bayan. Bagamat may iilang mga laban ito sa labas ng kanyang bansa, ay hindi ito sapat sa mga boxing panatiko para sabihing malakas itong si Naoya Inoue. Ganun pa man, hindi lahat ng Japanese fighter ay kagaya ni Naoya Inoue. Mayroon din naman silang ipinapadala sa iba't ibang bansa para lumaban. Kagaya na lamang ng isa nilang kababayan na ipinadala sa ating bansa para labanan ang ating pambato.
Oh yeah, yes. And then being impatient on the point. Oh, he stumbled. You were saying? Yes. Like I said, stumbled.
Finish him.
That block in a way, and look as usually.
Tila bihira na tayo makakita ng isang Japanese na mahihina sa panahon ngayon. Tila may sekreto ang mga Japanese fighter kung bakit sila namamayagpag ngayon sa usapan ng boxing. Madalas na ibinabato sa kanila ang pagturok daw nila ng pain reliever para tumagal sa bakbakan. Gaano nga ba ito katotoo? O sadya nga bang disiplinado lamang ang mga Japanese fighter kaya namamayagpag sa sports ng boxing? Katulad na lamang ni Naoya Inoue. Nakakabi-kabila ang mga parangal at tinanggap nito bukod sa dalawang undisputed na magkasunod na kanyang nakuha sa magkaibang dibisyon. Bukod kay The Monster, ay lahat ng may hawak ng titulo sa 118 pounds bantamweight division ay puro niya kababayan Japanese. Isa na doon ang kanyang kapatid ni Takuma Inoue na may hawak ng WBA bantamweight title. At hawak naman ni Naoya Inoue ang lahat ng titulo, IBF, WBC, WBO at WBA sa Super Bantamweight Division 122 pounds. Bukod kay Naoya Inoue at Takuma Inoue, ay may mga boksingero na nanggaling pa sa kanilang angkan na dumadayo sa iba't ibang bansa para patunayan ang lakas ng kanilang angkan. At para hindi na rin sabihin na puro na lamang sa bansang Japan ginaganap ang kanilang mga laban, May 13, 2023 ay dumayo sa ating bansa si Takeshi Inoue para kalabanin ang ating pambato na si Weljun Mindoro. Nakataya sa laban na to ang WBO Asia Pacific sa Super Welterweight Division. Undercard silang dalawa sa bakbakang Casimero at Ngitumba sa Okada, Manila. At ang bakbakang Mindoro versus Inoue ay isa sa mga pinalakpakan sa gabing iyon dahil sa napakagandang laban na kanilang ipinakita. Sa pagbukas pa lamang ng unang rounds ay mapapansin natin na tila parehas maganda ang tigas ng kanilang katawan. Ngunit ang ating pambato ay tila hindi padadaig sa hapong dayo kahit nabatid nito na may pagkamatibay itong pambato ng Japan.
So, being in this level of power, anything can happen. That's why you should open up. And Takeshi Inoue is more defensive comparing to Mindoro, but Mindoro seems like he has confidence and power behind all of those punches that he's throwing.
Is there a tendency to be impatient if you are a knockout specialist, if you are?
It does, but depends on your style. And I think a good straight, you know, the similarity between Mindoro and Yumeri is pretty similar.
Oh,
the way they're throwing.
Yeah, yes.
And being impatient on the point. Oh, he stumbled.
You were saying?
Yes, like I said, stumbled.
And that rocked in a way. And look as usually.
Nakuha ng Pinoy ang kalamangan sa unang rounds. Ngunit pagpasok ng ikalawang rounds ay nagpakita kaagad ng pag-agresibo itong pambato ng Japan at nagpakawala ng mga mangilan-ngilang suntok na tumama sa ating pambato.
I think needs to stay with his jab to set up his straight, because that will all come together, including the uppercut like he did earlier when he hurt Inoue.
There is that part of the fight, Nonito and Rachel, where you have to be patient. You know you can handle it, but you want to be patient as well. You don't want to be too gung-ho going in.
When they get into his zone.
Dito sa ikatlong rounds ay bumawi ang ating kababayan at nagpakawala ng mga kombinasyon na siyang naging dahilan ng bahagyang pagkagrogi nitong si Takeshi Inoue.
And he's throwing it wildly at that. Suddenly, this alarm clock usually tells boxers, let's go for it.
Inoue is pretty strong to take these shots from Mindoro, and with 2 losses on his record, the way that he lost was by decisions. been knocked out yet.
In that exchange, Mindoro actually got hit. And that's where Inoue wants to be, is in that distance, because that's where he can be very dangerous for Mindoro. Oh, that overhand that landed because, again, getting that distance. And this might be Inoue's best round so far.
Yes, I agree. Sometimes fighters love that.
Yeah, and again, you heard him in the early rounds, and then now he's coming in and being impatient again, because in the third round he was very patient using his jab. But in this round, he's like, I taste it, like your analogy with the shark.
Inoue doing a good job of clinching.
Inoue loves this distance. He loves being
Oh,
on the
yes.
inside.
Yes, I'll stay here.
Round 5, kapwa pa rin malakas ang parehong boksingero. Ngunit ang pambato ng Japan ay tila nabawasan ng opensa, habang ang ating kababayan ay patuloy pa rin ang pagiging masipag sa kanyang pagbato ng suntok.
You've been fighting mostly in the States.
Yes.
You've seen that, huh?
I've slipped before. I've slipped before in canvases that are very slippery when it's wet, and it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling.
Do you see how he just, Mindoro just kind of stuck his hand out there, but it wasn't going to be anything effective or wanting it to even land. And the problem with that is that he leaves that out there, it gives Inoue the opportunity to cut the distance and get off some punches.
I love watching the corner of Inoue. They're both vociferous and loud. They know they have a chance here.
Good uppercut, good overhand.
This is a 50-50 fight for Mindoro now.
Well, I think Inoue is just pressing on now. He's getting that confidence and that momentum, and he's hurting Mindoro.
Oh, that's a good point. Like in this situation, 2 short blasts straight to the jaw of Mindoro.
So when he found the distance, now he's really trying to get right in with Mindoro. And the thing is, with Mindoro being such a longer reach and such a taller fighter, it's harder for Mindoro to get punches off when his back is up against the ropes.
And he's seeing that when he's moving around laterally, Mindoro is actually reaching in easily to be countered. But when they are in that position of being close to each other, that's when Inoue really has the bigger advantage.
You know, Mindoro has not hurt Inoue yet in this fight. Staggered him a bit, but Inoue just recovered so well. And this is like a wrestling match with such a tough customer in Takeshi Inoue.
And he's actually hurting Mindoro in this round
Exactly.
with overhands.
This is exactly where Inoue wants to be again.
Yes.
Pagpasok ng round 7 ay muli na naman umarangkada ang ating pambato at nagpakawala ng maraming suntok. At ang pambato ng Japan ay tila nagpakita naman ng kakayahang tibay sa bakbakang ito.
And Mindoro with a good second win recovery here. And Inoue forcing Mindoro to get tied up. And he's hurt. Now he has hurt Inoue. Oh, the left hand is on target for Inoue.
This guy's tough.
Yes.
Both guys are tough.
Yes.
And the thing about powerful combination,
He's had the middleweights, you know. Blood just oozes out.
Inoue hit left
with the hook
hand.
and overhand. And now he's just trying to press overhand again from
He does
Inoue.
not want this fight to go longer due to if they stop on a cut. Inoue mouthpiece had come out.
Ooh, Mindoro gets tagged!
Hanggang sa sumapit ang round 9 ay kapwa pa rin nagpapalitan ng suntok ang parehong boksingero. At tila parehong matibay ang dalawang boksingerong ito.
Mindoro needs to stick that jab out.
He almost got hit with that again on this round. But Inoue is stepping back a little bit. And now he presses again and again. Another overhand. But because of that jab, which is not affecting Inoue.
He takes a moment to catch his breath. He steps back, then goes back to what he's doing. You're right. And
Oh.
yes, go ahead, please.
No, both fighters exchanging overhand rights.
Round 11, pukpukan pa rin ang nagaganap sa ibabaw ng lona sa pagitan ng Hapon at Pinoy. At di malaman kung sino nga bang nakakalamang sa parehong boksingerong ito.
Yeah, to be a little more decisive and to hurt Mindoro just a little more at this juncture.
You can see that both guys power are not as dangerous as it was earlier.
But Inoue was not even looking when he was throwing it.
Yeah,
He's just punching.
but you know, fighters, when we go into the last round, the last bell, the announcement, it's the final round. Yes, he's now knocking and nailing. You know, time and again, 3 straight attacks. But look at the counter punching of Inoue.
Inoue loads up on that right.
This is why he's pushing the fight right
Yes,
now.
he is.
Good
Oh,
uppercut.
yes, sir.
But Mindoro coming back with his own little uppercut as well.
The uppercut has been the golden punch here in this fight. And both have unleashed it.
Both have both uppercuts and overhand right. Referee broke that action up.
Overhand by Inoue.
And that's where he's
Dahil sa tibay na ipinamalas ng parehong boksingero ay umabot sa suktulan ng round sa kanilang bakbakan. At dahil doon ay tinignan ng mga judges kung sinong nakalalamang sa bakbakan ito. At ang hatol ng mga judges ayon sa kanilang nasaksihang laban, ito ay isang split draw. Kumpiyansa mga Hapon na tatalunin lamang ang ating kababayan kahit nasa sarili nating teritoryo. Ay nakalalamang sa lahat ng aspeto ang kanilang pambato, lalo na sa tangkad at haba ng mga galamay nito, di tulad ng ating kababayan na hindi katangkaran. Isang bagitong Pinoy ang nagsisimulang magpamalas ng galing sa larangan ng boxing. Sa kabila ng hindi katangkaran ng mga Pinoy sa palakasang ito, ay hindi maitatanggi na dito tayo namamayagpag sa pangunguna ng ating pambansang kamao na si Manny Pacquiao.
And realized that the Mexican fighter had had enough of Pacquiao's constant storm of power punches.
Isang patunay na napakarami nitong pinahandusay sa ibabaw ng lona na di hamak na mas malalaking boksingero kontra sa kanya. Kaya naman hindi sukotan ang laki ng mga kalaban pagdating sa lahing Pilipino. Dahil katulad sa isa nating kababayan na nagsisimula pa lamang sa kanyang karera sa sports na ito. Siya ay si Archie Villamor. Sariwa at malinis pa ang talaang, 5 panalo at may 2 knockouts at wala pang bahid ng talo. Katulad ng ating pambansang kamao, nung nagsisimula pa lamang ito, ay talagang napakaliksi at matutulis din ang mga suntok nito. Halimbawa na lang nang mapalaban ito sa mas malaki at mas mahabang galamay na pambato ng Japan na si Fuga Komatsu. Dito sa Pinas idinaos ang nasabing bakbakan sa promosyon ng Elorde Boxing. Kaya naman nagpakitang gilas itong ating pambato. Nagpakita ito ng kakaibang liksi at lakas at patunayan na kahit maliit ay kayang gumiba ng mga kalabang malalaki. Narito at ating panoorin ang kanilang naging sagupaan. Sa unang round ay kapansin-pansin na ang diferensya ng laki at haba ng 2 boksingero. Ngunit ang susi ng ating pambato ay ang kanyang pagiging maliksi sa ibabaw ng lona. At bukod pa dyan ang in and out na galaw para sa kanyang mga atake ay siya namang magandang panimula para sa ating pambato.
Yun nga, it's an advantage. Doesn't mean that you automatically have like for that example, yan.
Very stylistic tong Argel Villamor. Sa ko is fight.
The right partner niya.
Hindi pa man nakakalayo ang round number 1 ay umiskor kagad ng knockdown ng ating pambato gamit ng kanyang kaliwang suntok.
There you have it. I think it was a left that
Muli pa naman nakabangon ng dayong Hapon para ipagpatuloy ang nasabing laban. Tila nagulat lamang ito sa lakas ay pinakita ng ating pambato.
This is very important for Villamor to not rush in, partner.
Right.
This fight.
and I think he's doing it for Komatsu. Looking into that knockdown. And that's what it's grabbing. Oh, leads the left again.
Dito sa ikalawang rounds ay tila ginagamit na ng Hapon ang kanyang reach advantage dahil sa naramdaman niyang lakas ng ating kababayan kaya kinakailangan na niyang dumistansya sa ating pambato.
Must continue to work. And also in Queenston, Australia. Sana gabayan siya na gabayan.
Dito sa round 3 ay kinakailangan ng Hapon na umatras ng umatras o di kaya ay pag nakapasok ang ating kababayan ay niyayakap niya ito. Nang sa ganoon ay malimitahan ang mga opensa ng ating pambato. Dahil sa tuwing nadadampian siya ng mga suntok ng ating pambato ay talaga namang nayayanig siya nito.
That Komatsu is gaining his rhythm.
With a huge left cushion and then he goes inside and tries to win.
Nakita mo,
To counter
and again, I think Villamor must test the body of Komatsu. Seconds of this round number 3. A nice body by Villamor. Like I said, him all.
Habang umuusad ang mga rounds ay tila mas lalong nagiging mabilis at malikot ang ating kababayan na siya naman nagpapahirap sa dayong Hapon. Tila hindi umaepekto ang pagiging mahaba ng pambato ng Japan dahil sa liksi ng ating kababayan. Ang nagiging solusyon lamang dito ng Hapon para matigil ang pag-atake ng ating kababayan ay ang yakapin ng ating pambato.
Ganyan, than to be sorry later, partner. Kasi as simple as ano naman, kahit naman sa mga sa ang halubin, Archer Villamor Jr. of Tokyo, Japan.
Sa pagpasok ng rounds na ito ay tila mas lalong naging mas madalas ang pagyakap ng pambato ng Japan. Survival mode kumbaga para malimitahan ang mga power punches na ibinabato ng ating pambato at makasurvive sa rounds na ito.
I think Villamor must take by Komatsu. Nice. Good, very.
Dito sa huling rounds ay tila wala nang maisip na estratehiya ang Hapon bukod sa pagyakap. Hindi rin niya magamit ang kanyang distansya dahil sa liksi ng ating kababayan ay naaabutan pa rin siya nito. Ang tanging pag-asa na lamang nito ay mapagod ang ating kababayan na siya namang malabong mangyari iyon.
Also illegal.
Nice flurry to the body by Villamor. Followed by a left cross. Yes. It's up to you. What do you want to do in that ring? With the sole purpose of winning the fight. exchange by both fighters. Right straight by Villamor.
Actually, quite, interesting how they arm wrestle and how they use that
Sa pagsusumikap ng Hapon na makasurvive sa labang ito nang hindi na knockout, ay tila nabigo itong mangyari yon dahil bigla na lamang nagpakawala ang ating pambato ng isang pamatay na suntok.
Oh! A left straight by Villamor.
Sa pagkakataong ito ay nakabangon pa naman ang pambato ng Japan. Ngunit siya na mismo ang umayaw sa labang ito. Dahil sa lakas ng kamao ng ating pambato ay kusa na itong sumuko at hindi na nagpatuloy pang lumaban. Kaya naman nakuha ng ating kababayan ang panalo via knockout at umabante ang kanyang record sa 5-0 at may 2 knockout sa kanyang talaan. Kung nagustuhan nyo ang video ng tampok natin ngayon, paki-like and share. Pag-iwan ka na rin ng comments para sa iyong saloobin. At kung bago pa lamang dito ay paki-subscribe at huwag kalimutang pindutin ang notification bell button para updated ka sa mga umaatikabong videos tulad nito.